Alright, so while I was in South Dakota, I made a lot of phone calls. Matter of fact, I made a lot of phone calls everywhere that I went. Now, I tried calling the dispatch down here in Dual County, the Dual County Sheriff's Department's supposed number. Well, it's not Dual County's number. It's Cheyenne County's number. So I tried to let the dispatcher know what was going on, and that I had been bullied to the point of suicide, including by police in this very county. I'm in Dual County right now. That's where Chapel, Nebraska resides. Oh, there's Martindale's house. Time to go across the street. Fuck those people. Anyway, I explained quite a bit to her, but she didn't give a shit. Instead, an officer up there in South Dakota called me up. First of all, he got my name right. No, he didn't. He kept calling me Brian Schwartz. My name is not Brian. That's my dad's name. My name is Sean. So, I called her back. I said, what the fuck? Seriously, you didn't hear a goddamn word that I said. You heard suicide, and you jumped right to the same goddamn useless fucking bullshit that all of you fucking pigs jump to. When somebody's being harassed and fucking bullied and fucking assaulted to the point that they want their life to fucking end, stealing that evidence, refusing to look at it, and locking that person the fuck up is the wrong goddamn thing to do. Fuck this goddamn country. I know plenty of veterans who are as fucking fed up as I am, who admit that what they did overseas did nothing good for this world. Matter of fact, most of them agree that they just made it worse. Because they came back, they turned 18, didn't know nothing about the world, and went off to the military. And then when they came back as a civilian and realized what it's really about, they were ashamed of themselves. The police need to be held accountable. For a person to have to go through internal affairs, these police officers' own friends and co-workers are who you have to go through when police do wrong things. And those people aren't going to do a goddamn thing unless you're rich. You got to have a family that gives a fuck. Zaid Atkinson. That guy was not homeless. He was confused for a homeless person and treated like a homeless person. But because he was a black college student, he's more of a human being. And that's some straight bullshit. Because he lives in a house. Imagine that. Here in the United States, the police, same as the public, same as the news, knows who is easiest to victimize, easiest to railroad. Those without families. Most of the people on the streets and in the jails grew up in the system. They were foster children. Obviously, they don't have families who give a shit. So they're easy to victimize. Now here in Chapel, Nebraska, we have a long history of very bad officers. I've recorded at least 5 conversations about that with other people. I'd die for the Constitution, but I'll be goddamned if I'm willing to die for this government or any of the people who work for it. When I said that people had to be afraid for their children, I meant it. Not from me, but from the government, from police who do wrong things and say wrong things. that child gets taken away and put into CPS. And CPS is responsible for every single foster care placement. 80 to 85% of the child pornography in the United States comes from where? The foster care system. And for every one of those people who's making videos of this shit, there's 100 of them who aren't, who are just molesting those children, who are just feeding those children food with bugs in it that's been sitting in a pantry for over a year so they can collect more money. And CPS gets more money. And CPS lies in court. We've seen this time and again since what happened to Natalie. And I've been speaking out about it since before what happened to Natalie. This country is disgusting and I'll have no part of it.